This your girl, 5 Star Key, and this is 5 Star Readings LLC. First, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And always remember, a beautiful day begins with a beautiful mindset. Okay, so your competition isn't other people. The competition is your bad habits, your distractions, your insecurities, your procrastinations, your lack of discipline, and your fear of letting go. Your future is shaped by the habits you repeat, not the goals that you set. The hardest battle is between your old habits and your new standards. I am finding my own happiness. I feel strong and well today. I will be kind to myself today. I am worthy of love and respect. I am surrounded by positive energy. I will be productive and energetic all day. The sunrise fills me with energy and confidence. Today will be a positive day. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am blessed. Everything in my life is working out for the highest good. I fully surrender my desires and trust the universe has my back. The world needs my light and I am not afraid to shine. I am in charge of my mind. I am excited about this day. I will embrace happiness as my natural state of being. Today I am a magnet for abundance and positivity. I have the power to change my story. I am grateful for all that I have. I will be present in every moment. I welcome creativity to flow freely through me. I will acknowledge my own self-worth. I am aligned with the energy of abundance. Wealth flows to me in unexpected and expected ways. I am open to limitless opportunities for prosperity. Money is a tool that supports my dreams and freedom. I deserve financial success and security. Every day I attract more wealth into my life. What it do, my love? I'm from Mississippi. I am building an empire with passion, wisdom, and unstoppable faith. Every thought I think, every move I make creates waves of success. Opportunities are drawn to my light. Abundance flows through my purpose. I am calm in growth, bold in vision, and grounded in gratitude. Wealth, peace, and greatness are already mine because I was designed to shine beyond imagination. Okay, period. I am magnetic, worthy, and divinely guided. My life unfolds with grace, wealth, and clarity. I attract opportunities, love, and abundance without chasing. Everything that's meant for me is already on its way. I am both the softness and the storm, grounded, glowing, and growing. Wealth is my birthright. I am open to receiving more than I've ever imagined. I rest in the energy of overflow. Everything is working in my favor. He feels my energy even in silence. Our bond is protected, evolving, and divinely aligned. If he is the one, we will rise together in wealth, love, and legacy. If not, I will stay bloom. I will still bloom, and the one who meets me will next meet the very best version of me. Are you single? You look so religiously honest. That is too funny. But yeah, I'm single. I cleanse my energy field with love and intention. I seal my aura from all intrusive forces. I return all energy that isn't mine. No return address. I cut cords with anything draining my spirit. I trust my intuition to guide me safely. I stand in my power, fully protected. I call back my energy from all timelines. I shield my home with light and truth. I reject manipulation in all forms. I declare I am safe, sovereign, and spiritually guarded always. Oh, I'm not really on Instagram. I am enough. I am worthy of love. I am beautiful. I believe in my capabilities. I am worthy of my dreams. I do not need validation from anyone. I am more than my body. I believe in myself. I am talented. Look, I need to take some breaths in between. Like, okay. I am talented. I am brave, bold, and beautiful. I am proud of myself. I let go of negative self-talk. I accept myself unconditionally. I acknowledge my self-worth. I love the person I am becoming. I choose myself. I have the power to change. My imperfections make me unique and special. I deserve good things. I will succeed. I am in control of my thoughts, feelings, and choices. And all these is your soul looks so pure. Yeah, because I don't be doing nothing. I just be trying to make I just be trying to make my money. That's it. Okay, so and then like I said, I'm just saying these words. Lots of gold diggers filled in society around. You are a lady. Seriously, you are a lady. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate your kind words, sir. I am a money magnet. Money is drawn to me. I am attracting money at this very moment. Everything I touch turns into gold. I am ready and able to receive more money. Money is the root of joy and comfort. I deserve to make more money. My actions create more prosperity. I constantly discover new sources of income. I release all negative energies over money. All the resources I need are within me. I can handle massive success with ease. I get rich doing what I love. An abundance of money is flowing into my life. I deserve to be rich. I let go of all my fears around money. The more I give, the more I receive. I love my body. I am confident and I am brave. Okay, so I kind of like to look at these words. Okay, so these are positive words. So what I like to do is I like glance at the words and like just the first couple of words that I see, those are the words that I mentioned. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still working on my body though, but but I'm working on it the right way. Even though I still be eating, I still be doing all type of other shit, but this is just the realness of me working out, me trying to be successful and everything like that. Like this is just the realness of it. You get what I'm saying? So if you can accept my reality, then Okay, where's a pen? Because the reality I live in is no handouts. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta literally work, read. You gotta work, read, grind, and get everything that you want in life. Like that's the reality of my perspective of life. I can easily accept that and adjust to a period. Then I know we'll be, yeah. Anywho, so okay, so let me just look at these words over here. Okay, I see progress, productive, pretty, glowing, impressive. Hold on, let me write that down. Progress, productive, impressive, pretty. You said glowing. How do I contact you? Oh, it's a phone number on that. It's a phone number on the community board. You can text that. Okay, and I think that's all I said because I can't even remember what I said that fast. But I remember progress, productive, impressive, pretty, glowing, and what is it? Another one? But if not, okay, I'm gonna go to this one. Delicate. Oh my god, my finger went on delicate. Okay, and then I'm gonna do another one. Hold on, let's see. I'll do like 3 more on this side, and then I'll do 4 on this one. Adorable. Favorite. Oh my god, that is too funny. Okay, one more on this one. Like I said, I told you, I wanted to look at good words every day. I want to look at good words. Commitment. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta figure out what all these mean. And I know later on down the week, I will explore probably all these words. So I might be making a commitment soon. But I wonder what the fuck it's gonna be about. Okay, so we have some more words on this one. Let me see, do I have any more? Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get four words off of this one. Triumph. Okay. I told you these are good words, man. This is making me feel good. That's why I said if anything backfire, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Backfire all that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like okay, so let's see. Sparkling. And you know what? Sparkling could be, you know what? Because I've never tried sparkling water for real. So I'm going to try sparkling water. Even though it only says sparkling, but I'm going to try to figure out all these things. Like I guess I'm making progress. Okay, I need to be productive or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I'm productive, I impress more or some shit. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Simplistic. I don't even know what that word means. Hold on. Simplicity. Hold on. I was writing. Okay, simplicity. CITY. An example of an honest, ebony persona. What is that? Hold on. Let me Google. Let me Google simplistic. Simplicity. Because I don't know what that word means.
Simplicity.
Simplicity. Okay, so I said the word right. The quality or condition of being easy to understand or do. Is that good or bad? Is that good or bad, guy? Because I don't know. That sounds good or bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that good or bad, guy? Google Ebony. I know that's a black woman, and that's my sister name too. So shout out to Ebony, and shout out to the other Ebony too. Simplicity. The condition or condition of being easy to understand or do. Is that a better way for hoe? You know, like God, what is this? Is that a better way for hoe? I mean, a better word for hoe? Or look, you heard me say, look, is that a better way or word for hoe? Simplicity. she's she's simplicity. She's so simplicity. Okay, but I'm not gonna look at it in a bad way. I'm not gonna look at simplicity. I'm not gonna look at that word in a bad way. The quality or condition of being easy to understand or do. Condition. Oh, okay. So condition to easily to understand. That makes sense. You get what I'm saying? That's why I like the truth. Like, I kid you not. That's why I love the truth of anything. So, okay, so that was 2 words I got from this page. Okay, so I need to get 2 more words. What are the words that we need to see? Stimulated. Hold on, is that the right word? Yeah, that's the right word, stimulated. Let me see what that means. I don't know what that is. Stimulate. Raise levels of psychology or nervous activity in the body. The women are given fertility drugs to stimulate their ovaries. Okay, what the fuck? How could I, I don't get how that could apply to me. Okay, to stimulate means to encourage something to start, grow, or become more active, like a teacher stimulating a student's curiosity, or a tax cut stimulating the economy, or to make someone excited, or a body part functioning, like coffee stimulating your brain. It's something about creating interest or action. Oh, okay, so I'm a stimulating person. That's wow. Okay, okay. Okay, so let's see. Stupendous. Oh, okay. So I might be a little stupid. What is stupendous? Hold on, let me write this down. Okay, let's see. Stupendous. What does it mean? Stupendous. Extremely impressive. Oh my fuck. I did not know that's what that meant. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 words. And that wasn't planned or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But okay, so those are some great words that I can like really just understand why those words are, you know what I'm saying? Like why those, I just gotta understand why those words are like what's presented to me is what I can say. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, when it come down to like how I look and how people view me and shit, I don't be paying attention. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't be paying attention to how people view me or, what really people think because I just literally go with the flow every single day. Every single day, I just do what I feel. I do what makes me happy or I do what, you know, gets me flowing. But anywho, so we got progress. So this is anybody that, just wants good words to even think about or good words to even speak for the rest of the week or, you know what I'm saying? Just good, high vibrational, positive words. Progressive, productive, impressive. Now, if you the type of person, now if you kind of like me, you'll be like, okay, so this is just making me feel like I need to like whatever I'm doing, you could be seeing progress in it or whatever you could have thought about doing recently. If it's like a new project or just a new whatever the fuck, it could be some progress in something. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, but my week will show me what all this, you know what I'm saying? My week will show me what all this means or how it applies to my life. But but progress, productive, impressive, pretty, glowing, delicate, adorable, favorite, commitment, triumph, sparkling, simplicity, stimulated, and stupendous. Okay, so those are some positive words that I'm going to be. I'm gonna just make sure I pay attention to these words. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, I can be like, okay, so I have been victorious in this type of situation. Oh, do I sparkle a little bit? You know, like what part of me do you think is very much simplistic? Or hold on, what does simplistic mean? Oh, that means easy to do or be. But I mean, it's kind of wild because it's like I do like to learn. I mean, is that a? I mean, does that have to do something with being simplistic? Because if I don't know something, I'm gonna sit and listen. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit and listen. I'm gonna pay attention so I can learn. So I guess I guess that could have something to do with simplistic. But anyway, um, all these good words though: pretty, glowing, delicate, adorable, favorite, commitment. Like those are some good words that I didn't think to be, focusing on this week or today or whatever. But anywho, okay, things that raise your vibration is doing like a daily gratitude list. Thanking the universe, thank you for, just thanking for what you have. You get what I'm saying? Showing appreciation to certain things, people, places, thinking positive in negative situations or just thinking positive throughout whatever. You get what I'm saying? Grounding yourself barefoot in nature. And I know some people be like, oh, just put your feet on the grass. But when I was sitting outside making my candles, I want to say a couple months ago, I was like digging in the dirt and I put my feet directly on the dirt. So I was like, maybe, because sometimes when I put my feet on the grass, I don't feel nothing. But when I put my feet on the ground in the dirt, do you not know? It kind of felt like my feet was like getting sucked in. You get what I'm saying? But it's kind of like grounding though. That was like a real grounding type of feeling. It's kind of like if a motherfucker try to push me, it might be trying to like push a brick wall. You know how them grounded motherfuckers, you cannot move them. You know what I'm saying? You cannot move them grounded motherfuckers. They just too grounded. You can't move them. Like it's gonna be hard to move a grounded person. You know. But anywho, being in the present moment also is ways to raise your vibration because you know how sometimes we get caught up in the past or the future. You get what I'm saying? We be caught up in just dumbass shit that don't even matter because what matters is right now. You get what I'm saying? That's what matters. So with that being said, it's kind of like you got some people that don't pay attention to the present moment and they don't really experience the present moment for what you know what I'm saying. You know how some people don't fully experience the present moment because they be too busy worrying about this or thinking about that or you get what I'm saying. And I kid you not, it's been like no shit, no shade, no nothing, no glory. It's been times where I wasn't in the present moment for like a long time. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like I could just imagine times where I could have been here in real life, but maybe in another dimension, thinking about some old shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live in my present, but I'm thinking about the past. So I'm trying to live in my present, but I'm thinking about the future. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I could recall times where I was not living in the present moment or being present. That's why another thing I had to start saying when it comes down to my affirmations that I am fully present. You get what I'm saying? When you start saying things like, I am fully present in my body, I am fully present in my being. When you say things like that, that's when sometimes you'll come back to reality. You be like, damn, hold on. You be like, hold on, bitch. Was I looking at this motherfucker in a lower dimension or something? You know what I'm saying? Was I looking at this person in a lower dimension, or did I have a higher perspective of a person? Because sometimes, sometimes we don't have higher perspectives of people. Sometimes we think low of people. You get what I'm saying? That's just, I don't know if that's just how, life goes or people goes when it comes down to like the way of life. But when it comes down to your upbringing, like I said, different upbringings, different perspectives. Because I bullshit you now. You got some people, my love, that I just cannot, I just can't tell you that, how can I fucking say? I just cannot tell you the different type of upbringings people have, because people have different type of upbringings. You know what I'm saying? And when you have been brought up in different type of ways, then you know what I'm saying, you be raised different type of ways. You see the world differently from everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Versus, you got this person who didn't question. I'm talking about for 60 years, motherfucker did not question getting up, going to work, and doing the same thing over and over. For 60 years, they never questioned it. For 30, 40 years, nobody ever questioned about getting up, going to work, coming back home. Getting up, going to work, coming back home, going to the grocery store, going to the gym, doing the same thing for 30, 40 years, and nobody ever questioned it. Then when you lose a job, it's kind of like you got to start back over again. It's kind of like you rebirthing new shit. Every time you lose a job, you got to start over and what? Buy a new car if the car that you had wasn't paid off, because then they going to come get the car. Then they going to, you know what I'm saying? You have to find somewhere to stay. You'll just always go through all these different changes when it come down to certain things. And when it come down to like not understanding about vibration. You'll always go through the same cycles until you realize, when I started doing a daily gratitude list, I started seeing progress. When I started showing more appreciation, I started feeling more productive. When I started grounding myself barefoot in nature, I started feeling pretty impressive. When I started stepping out of my comfort zone, I started glowing. You know what I'm saying? I started sparkling. I started sparkling and growing a little bit when I stepped out of my comfort zone. When I started watching motivational videos, I started realizing how that stimulated my mind. You know what I'm saying? When I started listening to healing frequencies, I realized that I should make a commitment to myself to always be in a simplicity. Hold on, what the fuck? Simplicity. Hold on, what am I thinking about? Simplicity energy. You know what I'm saying? It always keeps me in simplicity when I'm learning. I'm stimulated right now because I'm simplicity. But I'm just saying, then also meditating, which is like listening to frequencies. You know what I'm saying? Like, even just listen to frequencies while you sleep is, listen to the rain while you sleep. All that shit, like, it's good. Exercising, being mindful. Okay, being mindful raises your vibration. And that's another reason why, like I said, when I get on here, I be trying to speak more good, you know what I'm saying, than bad. Because I even know, like, no matter who you conversate with or what you talk about, somebody will always feel hit by a conversation. You get what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter who you talking to, who you talking about, what the subject is. Somebody gonna feel hit about what you talk about. So with that being said, it's kind of like, as long as you have the intention of, okay, I'm being mindful and I'm just trying to encourage others and woo to woo, then that's really all that matters. Because on some real solid shit, nobody can really tell anybody how you truly feel or what's your intention behind anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody really knows your, like you get what I'm saying? Nobody knows your intention behind anything. Like, it doesn't matter who a person is. It literally doesn't matter what a person is or whatever the fuck. They will not know your intention behind anything. It's how mindful you are. You get what I'm saying? Now, how mindful you are, people can kind of understand your intention. But if you less mindful, then some things will, some things will slip out. Some things, what I'm saying, will be, some people can read certain shit. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, that's because being mindful is a great thing. And like I said, I learned to be mindful. I learned to be mindful a while ago because it's just like once you realize instead of people think that somebody doing magic on you and people doing this, then the third and shit like that. But sometimes if you're not mindful, it could be a backfire from a conversation that you had years ago, weeks ago, or months ago. You get what I'm saying? Versus, versus always in the energy of being mindful. So therefore it's like, okay, you know what? I ain't talking about people losing their jobs. I ain't talking about people getting put out their homes, losing cars and shit. That's a subject or topics I no longer talk about. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why is because you will see that shit backfire in your life. And then once you see certain things backfire in your life, you'll be like, damn, I just want to talk about, how I appreciate certain things now. You get what I'm saying? I want to talk about, being victorious in certain situations. You get what I'm saying? Because once you know, and once you go through certain things and you learn, you'll be like, oh, makes sense. You get what I'm saying? That's why you always got to be mindful. Encouraging others also is a good form of raising your vibration. Being creative, showing your creative skills no matter what that is. You get what I'm saying? That's how you raise your vibration. Because I kid you not. I bullshit you not. When I be wanting to make like a picture play or something, that's kind of why I post a lot. Like I bullshit you not. That's why I post a lot on here is because I be thinking about, okay, so if I was making this little picture play or whatever, I could say this and say that when it come down to a situation. So then when I get ready to make the play or whatever, I have me some shit lined up to say. But anywho, focusing on goals is a way to raise your vibration. Doing good deeds is a way to focus on your vibration. The sunshine outside is a good way to focus on. It's a good way to raise your vibration. Staying hydrated is a good way to raise your vibration. Laughing and forgiving people is a good way to raise your vibration. And I'm always laughing. Shit you not. I'm always laughing about something. You know what I'm saying? I'm always laughing. But anywho, now another thing too, someone was telling me, well, not someone, because I'm looking at this paper that I printed out. Okay, so this paper told me this paper told me that people value people's time and energy. So it's kind of like when we are on the internet and shit, it's kind of like be punctual, be knowledgeable, and be like in and out on your shit, because then therefore your audience will miss you. You know what I'm saying? Your audience will miss you. Your audience will be like, where Key at? Where Five at? Where that girl at? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, where, because it's kind of like, because I kid you not, some people be looking for like certain people to get on the internet and speak on certain things, because it's like, damn, does what's the kind of feel that certain way? Because I bullshit you not. I bullshit that certain people that I like on the internet, I go look at their page because I might feel some type of way, like maybe spiritually or energetically or secretly or silently, and I don't say anything. And then I go look on this person's page or whatever, and it's like, oh, that's exactly what the fuck I need to hear, because it's like, for one, it's kind of like maybe 2 or 3 people on the internet that I do absolutely like looking at, because it's like the energy's always good. It's a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel hit. Like when them motherfuckers be talking and shit, I don't feel hit at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like I love what they be saying, because sometimes the shit will be funny. You know what I'm saying? And I like those type of people that, you know what I'm saying? I like those type of motherfuckers that's not just too serious with their shit. It's like, hey, we here to learn, laugh, and elevate. You know what I'm saying? Like, learn, laugh, and elevate. That's just it. Now, if you catch a laugh, you catch a laugh. You know what I'm saying? It might be a high vibrational joke every now and then it might be a low vibrational joke every now and then. But if you catch a laugh, catch a laugh. You get what I'm saying? But anywho, the biggest thing I can say about me just experiencing life and going through certain trials and tribulation obstacles, the best thing I could have ever trained myself was to do was to not fear the hard things, not to fear the things that people hate to do, people complain about doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? People be complaining about doing something. I bullshit you not. I'm going to look and see what the fuck they be complaining for. And then I'm going to be like, you know what? I think I can, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I think I can do that shit because the thing is, like, sometimes the hardest jobs might be the best ones. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know, even like washing dishes or housekeeping or what else? Like teaching and shit like that, right? Because some people are like, oh, teachers don't get paid much. But you got some teachers that love their fucking job to death. You get what I'm saying? And some people good at their job. Then you got like housekeeping, right? Housekeeping, people think, okay, yeah, you gotta clean up all these things. You gotta make a bed a certain way. You gotta fold the towels a certain way. You gotta make sure you have everything a certain way. But what about the tips that you could get? You get what I'm saying? Like, think about the tips. The shit motherfuckers leave off in their rooms and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, people be leaving like all type of shit in there. And sometimes they don't be wanting it. They can I think it was like at certain hotels it's like in certain hotels it's like a 30-day hold, like, you know what I'm saying, they hold a guest items for 30 days. And then if the guest decides, oh, if they leave an iPhone or an iPad or some shit up there, I mean, I'm pretty sure if they leave an iPhone, iPad, they can disable the shit and it just won't be useful to nobody. But just say if they didn't and they left it up there and they was like, oh, well, you can give this to the housekeeper or whoever was cleaning the room or whatever. But they just, especially if they don't call, you get what I'm saying? Like, if they don't call and say, yeah, you could, the housekeeper can keep that, they'll just literally wait 30 days after the housekeeper found the item. And it's kind of like she'll write her name on the thing, you know what I'm saying? And then we'll leave the item in the office or whatever. So if they decide to either, you know, book another stay at the hotel, or if they decided to call and see if they are missing an item, then we got to give them, you know, their stuff. But if they never call, then, you know, it goes to the person who found it. I don't know why I looked at that. It says you're a great problem solver. Yeah, I do like me a jigsaw puzzle. You know what I'm saying? I do like me a good old jig. Okay. All right. So I wanted to talk about after that. I wanted to talk about. Let me see the title of this video. Okay, it says you have no demonic attachments. Focus on mental and spiritual health. Okay, so now if you wanna receive some of this, you know what I'm saying, if you wanna receive some of this non-demonic energy, you know what I'm saying, like the video. Okay, hold on, wait. Hold on, wait, that was too funny. That was too funny. Wait. Okay, wait. I didn't know where I was going with that. It's fucking sense. Oh, if you okay. If you want to receive this message, say I receive. Raise your right hand and say I receive. Cause our hands is clean over yonder, over here, over this away. These hands are clean. Ooh, that sound like jail. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. Hold on. No lockdown. No lockdown. No lockdown right now. No lockdown right now. But okay. So you have no demonic attachments. Okay. So when it comes down to demonic attachments, right? When you are focusing on your health, like I said, making progress, being productive, keeping yourself in an impressive, pretty, glowing, delicate, adorable, favorite, committed type of energy. When you keep yourself like that, it's just kind of like why would like if you are working on yourself, right? Why would you want to sleep around? You get what I'm saying? If you are trying to elevate your mental health, your physical health, spiritual health, and things like that, why would you sleep around or have demonic attachments? And demonic attachments could be being a side piece and all that. You get what I'm saying? Like, because that's an attachment. You get what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like you sleeping with this man, he got a woman, and you trying to keep it secret because you're trying to keep it loyal and all that shit because you feeling like you'll have some type of triumph in the end or some shit. But it's kind of like when it come down to it, don't let no man, don't let no man keep you on lockdown like that. You get what I'm saying? Because Kanye West said it best. Kanye West said it best. If you keep your love locked down, you lose. You get what I'm saying? If you keep your love locked down, you lose. So why would you keep your love locked down for a person? Because that's like demonic. You get what I'm saying? Because then it's kind of like, if somebody's keeping you locked down, it's kind of like, how can I put it? It's kind of like somebody got your mind. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, oh, this person maybe doesn't want you dating somebody else or anything like that. You get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, if you agree to that and sit in, you know what I'm saying? If you agree to that shit and you sit in that type of energy as far as, oh, I'm not going to go with nobody, I'm not going to fuck with nobody, woo, 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 then that person is still winning whatever spiritual battle it is, because the spiritual battle and the spiritual warfare is for you to see things for what it is and not for what you want it to be. You get what I'm saying? And that's not everybody's spiritual battle, because sometimes some people's spiritual battle be in love, some people's spiritual battle be in finance, sometimes people's spiritual battle be in family. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's different for everybody when it come down to your spiritual battle. What rages war on you the most? Is it the relationship side? Is it the kids? Is it the family? You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta figure out what is your demonic attachment when it comes down to spiritual warfare or spiritual battles. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes it could be a commitment issue, or it could be, just make better progress, or sparkle a little better, or be more productive, or be more simplistic. You get what I'm saying? Or simplicity. I can't, hold on. Can I say that like that? Be more simplistic? Is that even close to simplicity? But anywho, like I said, demonic attachments, even when it comes down to your mind, thought processes, anything like that. That's why it's good to exercise. That's why I encourage everybody to exercise, because literally sitting on YouTube doing tarot all day long will have you in your head. You get what I'm saying? It will have you in your head thinking that you know everything and that you know everybody's business and things, and then you can get caught up in a whole false reality. You get what I'm saying? You can get caught up in a whole false reality by just doing that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's good to exercise. That's why it's good to eat right. Hell, I bullshit you not, my love. You ain't even gotta eat right. Swear to God. You ain't gotta eat right. All you gotta do is just exercise. Walk a little bit more. Hell, go get a bike. You know what I'm saying? Go get a bike, my love, and all you gotta do is, hell, ride that bike one time to the store every day in the morning. Make that a daily routine. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, that's why my circle be closed. You get what I'm saying? Because I be making sure that I get on my bike and I ride and I burn my calories every single day. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, just have your routine. Get up in the morning, ride you a bike. I go to the store. Like, let me tell you what I be doing. And this might be the most weirdest thing, but it's a cup holder on my bike. You know what I'm saying? It's a cup holder on my bike, so I go get me some coffee. And I push you. I get an extra large coffee. I fill that shit all the way to the tizop. You know what I'm saying? But while I'm on the bike, you know what I'm saying? While I'm on the bike, whatever, I be hitting them potholes and them curves and them dents and them cracks. You know what I'm saying? So my coffee cup, by the time I get home, this much coffee be done spilled out the motherfucker. So I be like, damn, I got a half a cup of coffee left. And let me tell you something. I bullshit you not. Every day that happens. You know what I'm saying? Every day that happens. I spill the coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's coffee spills on my porch and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I spills the coffee every day, but it's kind of like it's a routine though. You know, ain't that weird? It's kind of like a weird routine. I get up in the morning, even though I'm doing it for like, exercise purposes for one, because that's my main intention. You get what I'm saying? And then for two, it's like, every day I fill my coffee up all the way to the top and I spill that shit. You know what I'm saying? I be spilling this much on my way home and I still don't be giving a fuck. Because I'm talking about dents, potholes, cracks, and some more shit. I'm talking about, you'll think that how fast I be riding that motherfucker, you'll be thinking that it's electric. You be like, is that electric? Like, it's electric. But anywho, like I said, focus on mental health and spiritual health. Because when you focus on mental and spiritual health, my love, guess what? You would want clear conversations. When people talk to you, you wouldn't want people beating around the conversation or being like, okay, well, I don't want to talk about that or nah. You get what I'm saying? You don't be wanting to talk to people like that because you're like, okay, so you possibly would be the devil in my life because you're not trying to give me no clarity. You get what I'm saying? You're not trying to like, really heal my mental when it comes down to like, okay, if I said, okay, so I'm looking at this. This is a cherry mixed fruit cup I ate earlier. So if I'm asking somebody a question, like this is the type of mental clarity I be saying, and it's just like this is like the simplest way I could put clarity and true clarity. It's like, can you pass me a pineapple cup? I'm like, pass me a cup with the pineapples in it. And you passing me this. This is a cherry mixed fruit cup. So when I look, because I just asked you if you can hand me, I asked you could you hand me pineapples. But you hand me cherry mixed fruit cup. So who's trying to confuse who? You get what I'm saying? Like, who's trying to confuse who when it comes down to a situation? Because if I ask for a pineapple cup and you gave me cherry fruit mixed cup, you could be confusing me. You get what I'm saying? And then, just say if I was that type of person that I would accept what you give me, even though I didn't ask for this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask for this shit. But I'll accept what you give me. So, I'm like, okay, this cherry mixed fruit cup. Okay, I really wanted to move cherry mixed fruit because my mind was on, pineapple. So, I like it. It's all right. But it's not what I want. So I'm still fully not satisfied. And I'm still not fully happy. And then on top of that, I'm kind of thinking that, okay, so is this guy manipulative? Is this guy manipulative because, I didn't ask for that. He just gave this to me. Then he didn't say. You get what I'm saying? Like, did he just want me to get this? Or was it a reason why he didn't give me body? So then, you get what I'm saying? So then I'm going to be thinking all these type of things. And guess what? That ain't give me mental clarity because, it's like, okay, if you didn't have pineapple cup, why you didn't tell me that you didn't have pineapple cup? You could have just said, okay, all I got is cherry mixed fruit. But it's still good, though. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's all he could have said. And I could have been like, okay, well, I'll try it. You know what I'm saying? And then if I like it, then I will take it. But if I don't like it, then I don't want it. You get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, that to me is a form of clarity. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like, because if you don't give me clarity, then if you got somebody that's an overthinker, like I said, that overthinker would be like, okay, why didn't he tell me the truth about the fruit cup? You know what I'm saying? Why he didn't tell me the truth about the fruit cup? Was he trying to manipulate me? Was he trying to play me? Was he trying to force me to just eat this? Did he put something in this fruit cup? Did he just, you get what I'm saying? Like, you could just, an overthinker could think so much about just the simplest shit, and the man could probably just be like, girl, I didn't have goddamn pineapples, that's it. You get what I'm saying? And that's the whole part of clarity and focusing on mental clarity. People that give you mental clarity, I feel like love your mental. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why is because it's like, why would I want you to look at me as a lie? Why would I want you to look at me as somebody that you can't trust? Why would I want you to look at me as somebody that, could have bad intentions for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's my biggest thing on mental clarity. Then when it comes down to like spiritual health, right? Exercising is a form of spiritual health. Drinking water, like I need me some water right now. I'm talking about my mouth is on biscuit. So yeah, it's like spiritual health is like, definitely like cleaning, washing clothes, doing things outside the house as well as inside the house, like, cutting grass, mowing the yard, raking the leaves, um sitting outside, listening to singing bowls. Like, it's a lot when it comes down to spiritual health that we neglect. And the only reason why we neglect spiritual health is because sometimes we just don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't know. All we don't do is what? Take a bath, drink water, and pray. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people, that's the only thing they know how to do. Take a bath, drink water, pray. That's your spiritual, that's spiritual health. You get what I'm saying? But then when you think about it, it's kind of like, you know, a lot more when it comes down to it. Like, I kid you not. It's so much things you can Google about spiritual health. Even speaking positive words daily benefits your spiritual and mental health. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, if you constantly focus on the bullshit, I kid you not, that bullshit will catch up with you quick. You'll be like, damn, hold on, what's going on? Like, then that's how you're thinking. Like, your ancestors and your guys coming down from the mental planes being like, we've been waiting on you to manifest this motherfucking. We've been waiting on you to manifest this old nigga that's been waiting on your ass. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there waiting on you. We waiting on you to manifest this motherfucker. You over here manifesting some whole other shit because, you thinking about, some whole other shit that ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild. What I'm thinking. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but it's kind of like, instead of focusing on tragedy, pain, and misery every day, focus on healing and love, because the more you heal yourself, the more the man or the woman that you attract in your life will come healed. You get what I'm saying? That person will come in healed. That person ain't gonna come in like trying to control you and shit like that because that person got issues and shit. Because me personally, those type of people that come in your life trying to control you and trying to like force their way in your life and things like that, I kind of feel like those type of people have issues. You get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like hard for certain people that do have certain issues. It's hard for them to recognize. You get what I'm saying? It's easy for somebody to recognize another issue in somebody else. You get what I'm saying? But it's hard for somebody to really like, it's hard for them to like take the mirror. Oh, excuse me, my mirrors are dirty. My mirrors are dirty. And yes, it's a red candle. I mean, it's not red, it's yellow. It's an orange candle. It's an orange candle I'm burning. But it's kind of like, I look at myself in the mirror all the time. I'm literally happy with what I see. You get what I'm saying? I'm literally happy with what I see daily. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of why when it's kind of like, how can I say it? You know how some people, they just don't look in the mirror daily? It's kind of like they can just tell you about yourself every single day. What you need to work on, what you need to lack on, and things. I mean, what you need to work on, what you're lacking on, and things like that. But they cannot see themselves lacking in a certain department, or they can't see themselves lacking in a certain category and things like that. But they can be like, well, this is why woo going on with you, da 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 da. But it's kind of like, okay, well, when you get to the same situation, make sure you're able to recognize when you go through certain things. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not. I pay attention to so much. I pay attention to so much. But anyway, my love, like I said, you have no demonic attachments. That's also keep being in a happy energy. You get what I'm saying? Being in a happy energy, an energy where you don't gotta hide nothing or sugarcoat nothing. That's the energy where it's kind of like, okay, this person ain't really hiding much in life. That person really ain't got much to hide or much to lie about, or it's less confusion over there with that person because all that person wants is truth. Because anything outside of truth to me represents confusion and demonic attachments. You get what I'm saying? Because it's kind of like, okay, if you're not trying to tell me the truth or if you're not trying to be honest with me, then what are you lying? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, what are you lying to me for? Or what are you hiding certain things? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why? You get what I'm saying? But when it comes down to people, places, and things, of course, when it comes down to your friend, you don't tell your friends everything. Of course, when it comes down to like family members, and you just don't tell certain people everything. But my whole thing about the no demonic attachments is like the main demonic attachments I'm talking about is if somebody or a body of people try to keep you trapped or held hostage against your own free will. And then you kind of feel like you're not able to move around or do what the things that you're used to doing or the things that you want to do because it's kind of like demonic attachments. You get what I'm saying? Because demonic attachments is people wanting to, trying to convince you to be a stripper or to convince you to be hoes or low vibrational. You get what I'm saying? Just convincing you of things that you knew you grew from already type shit. You get what I'm saying? And you knew if you grew from like a toxic relationship, then you know you just don't go back to toxic relationships. If you knew you grew from listening to like liars, no matter where the liars are, whether they in the church or outside the church, if you grew from that, then you just don't go back to that type of attachment. You get what I'm saying? Because I kid you not, sometimes we be attached to them fucking lies, boy. Be attached to them damn lies. And then and then once you find out that somebody was lying or somebody wasn't telling you the truth about a situation, you'll be like, damn. You get what I'm saying? You'll be like, damn, I don't went against the grain, or I don't went against, this person. I don't went against my own creativity, or I went against, whatever the fuck, by listening to a liar. Like, that's just some shit that, that's just some attachment that I don't want, because that'll be, I don't know, painful if you ask me, because it's kind of like a man getting advice from a tarot reader about who he should love. But especially if the tarot reader is kind of like, jealous hearted or, young minded or just immature. Because like I said, everybody got their different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their different perspectives, but it's kind of like you got to discern who you listen to. You get what I'm saying? You got to discern who you listen to because, like I said, some people that are on a higher vibe, my love, people want you to get jobs and they want you to be successful and make great progress in your life. You get what I'm saying? You got some people that only want to see you do great. But then you also got some people that want to see you only do bad. You get what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you listen with your ears and you listen with your eyes. You got to make sure you listen. So therefore, you'll know that you'll be like, every time I listen to such and such or I hear such and such, it's always something bad or something negative or something trifling going on. It's like, damn, don't nothing productive going over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be attached to that energy because it's, it's low vibrational and demonic. You get what I'm saying? I want to be attached to an energy where, I can learn, I can be stimulated, I can be stupendous, I can triumph, I can sparkle in productivity and be impressive, pretty, glowing. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in a pretty glowing, progressive type of energy instead of a stagnant, always losing shit. Then I always gotta re-back up, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't want to be in that type of energy. I want to be in an energy where I'm always making progress towards my goals, and I'm always glowing, and I'm always, being committed to my goals. But anyway, my love, all I know is if you want to be a part of this type of energy, my love, all you got to do is whatever's toxic in your life, just cut it off. You get what I'm saying? Whatever's toxic, cut it off. And then, like I said, things ain't, healing don't happen overnight, even if you smoke weed or drink liquor or whatever the fuck, because I smoke weed. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's kind of like, as I progress in my productivity and I gain my income and stability or whatever, it's kind of like then I know for a fact I'll have a reason to, stop smoking and shit. You know what I'm saying? I have a reason for that. Because right now it's like I don't have a reason to stop smoking. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how some people be like, oh, you need to stop smoking and drinking, woo, 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 woo. But it's like, bitch, I don't have no reason to, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, if I get off work from working an 8 to 6, 7, 8, 9 hour shift at work, and bitch, if I want to have me a motherfucking brew, bitch, I'm going to have me a motherfucking brew, bitch. You get what I'm saying? And that's how I be feeling about the shit. Because it be like some people be, but it's their perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just still don't knock this shit. But it's just kind of like, it's still just kind of like, me working a long hour shift. Bitch, if I want me some wine or whatever the fuck, or a twisted tea, I'm going to get my motherfucking twisted tea. And I'm definitely not spilling my motherfucking shit. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, my love, Anyway, my love, I'll